Hey everyone, I am back. It's Dr. Hammond here with your mental health moment. I hope that you are doing amazing today. And for those of you who join every single week, every single Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, welcome back. For those of you who are tuning in for the very first time to Mental Health Moment, welcome, welcome. I'm happy to have you here. And for those of you who are watching the replay on YouTube, welcome, welcome. Be sure to subscribe, Dr. Nekeshia Hammond YouTube page. Thank you for those who are starting to join here. It's Dr. Hammond here with your mental health moment. As far as last week, I greatly apologize that I missed you all last week. I was very, very sick. I was probably the sickest that I've ever been that I can remember in my life. I think I had some food poisoning last Monday night. And so obviously Tuesday, I was definitely out of commission. So nonetheless, I'm back. Happy to be back with you all live. Because you guys know I am not missing mental health moment for you all unless I'm on a flight, which of course I can't prevent, or I'm on vacation, which I'll let you guys know ahead of time. But otherwise, every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be here on Mental Health Moment. So let me know where you're tuning in from today. Welcome from Raleigh, North Carolina. Welcome. Great to see you. It's Dr. Hammond here with your Mental Health Moment. Today I am in Ohio. So thankfully it was in, I think, the 40s and 50s today, not anything too crazy. Of course, many of you know I reside in the beautiful sunny state of Florida, and I do love my sunshine. But it's all good today. Nevada's in the house. Thank you, thank you. Someone said, glad you're back. So am I from last week. Glad to be feeling way better. Nevada's in the house. Texas is here. Welcome, welcome. Thanks so much for joining here today. Durham, North Carolina is in the house. Welcome. And before we get started today on today's mental health moment, I wanted to share briefly with you, if you are in the Tampa Bay area or plan to be in the Tampa Bay area on May 12th, there will be a really super exciting fundraiser luncheon, or not luncheon, but breakfast that I'm so excited to be a part of. I'll be moderating a panel with some really powerful, amazing women. They have incredible stories of not just their success in their career, but also how they've really embodied the power of giving philosophy. So if you're in the Tampa Bay area, I will be there at that event. You can register at ryanneesfoundation.org. Scroll to the bottom and you'll see it's called the Morning Huddle, is the fundraising breakfast. And I'm super excited about that. So the information is right here on the screen here. So you can be sure to register. I know many of you asked, like, where are you going to be at? Right? Where are you going to be speaking next? And I did really, really enjoy when I was in Virginia the week before last, just really speaking with the Black Child Development Institute, the Hampton Roads affiliate. Just a beautiful, amazing experience and an amazing organization. So thank you all for supporting that. That was a sold out event, so that was pretty exciting as well. But thanks for those who are still starting to join here. It's Dr. Hammond here with your mental health moment. I see New Bern, North Carolina. I've been there before. Is in the chat. Welcome, Richmond, California. Chicago's in the house. Fayetteville, Minneapolis. Lima, Peru. Ooh, I got to get to Peru. That's on my list of places to go. California's here. I'm in the Tampa Bay area. Oh, someone said that sounds great on May 12th. Yes. So if you're in the Tampa Bay area, again, the website is here, ryanneesfoundation.org. I would so love for you to be there. And if you are coming, make sure to shoot me a message on Instagram or Facebook or LinkedIn or wherever it is that we're connected. Just let me know that you'll be there so I can just say hello. But it is May 12th, and it's super exciting. So a little bit about the organization before I get started today. I've been a part of the board this year. I'm board chair, excited to be board chair because it's a great organization. We do a lot to help the community. And there's an amazing program, which I'm so in love with. It's called the Student Service Program. We're helping 11th and 12th grade students understand the power of giving, learn about community service, learn about personal development, work on their mental health. There's so many aspects of that. I wish there was a program like that when I was in high school, for sure. So I'm honored to be a part of that. And there's a lot more. Again, you can go to the website and get more information. But I would love to see there. Again, if you're in the Tampa Bay area, and Puerto Rico's in the house. Blessings to you as well. Yonkers, New York, Michigan, Virginia's in the house. Thank you so much for the full recovery. Yes, I am very happy to be back to real life from that experience last week. But nonetheless, all right, so we're going to get started today on today's mental health moment. So, because I'm so excited actually to be moderating that panel, which I know is going to be amazing at that organization, I wanted to talk to you today about how a reminder about how giving back can really be helpful for your mental health, right? Because if you missed some of the mental health moments from the last couple of months, we focus a lot, as we should, on ourselves. So January, we were talking about mindset. February, March, all these months talking about mindset, talking about positive self-talk, talking about all the things that we need to do, right? Because that's what mental health moment is about, to improve the best, to be the best version of who we are, improve who we are, and bring the best version of who we are for ourselves and for those around us, right? But another thing that you can do, what I strongly, strongly encourage you to do, is think about giving back. What does that mean? I know the first thing you're probably thinking of when you think of giving back is giving money. Yes, sometimes it's money to different organizations and different causes that you care about, but it's also giving of your time, giving of your talent, giving of your connections, helping someone, a neighbor, a friend, a family member. It's also helping other people in your community around you, right? So there's a lot of different ways for you to give. New Orleans is in the house. Welcome, welcome. So I share that with you because first of all, I'm not just saying it to say it, you all. There's a lot of studies that even show physically it can improve you, right? It can help reduce your stress. It can help lower your blood pressure. They got studies on it, you all. I'm not making this stuff up. It can help to release the feel good hormones, if you will, in your body, right? So there's physical benefits of this. There's emotional benefits of this. Sometimes when you're going through something, whatever it is, we're all going through something, right? At some point. But sometimes when you're going through something, it's also a really good distraction to be like, you know what, in this moment, in this day, in this week, or however much time you have to give, let me help someone else. Right. It's a really good needed distraction sometimes. And so I'm all about, you all know, as a psychologist, this is what we go over every single mental health moment. How do you become a better version of who you are, which is important, right? You have to be assessing, how am I feeling? How am I doing? What do I need? All these sorts of things. But then sometimes you have to take a pause on it, right? Because sometimes life gets overwhelming. So why not take that pause and be like, how can I help someone else today? Right? Yep, someone said it makes you feel good. It absolutely does. So tell me in the comments, someone said humanitarians needed action maximized. Yes. So tell me in the comments, if you were to think of like, okay, how can I help someone, whether it's a cause, maybe it's an organization, maybe it's a family member, maybe it's a friend, like put some ideas in the comments, because what happens sometimes, you all, when you all share, like, here's something you could do. It could be a random act of kindness, something, maybe you've already done it, or something you want to do to help someone. You might get other people ideas as well, right? Which is why I love these comments. So let me know in the comments, what is it, if you're like, man, I want to help someone or help an organization or whatever it is, what is it that you love to do? So let me know in the comments. And I'll share with you one of the reasons I'm with Ryan's Foundation, for example, is because they embody the power. It's called the power of giving, right? That's what we call it. And so when we're out there helping at the power of Thanksgiving, and we're helping families, and we're helping so many different communities. We've been all over the country. We've been out of the country. We're helping all of these communities, and as a group, as adults, and we're also teaching the next generation. We're also teaching youth. We're also teaching college students. We're also teaching high schoolers. When we're doing all these things, it absolutely feels good, and that fuels me personally, my soul, if you will, right? Because I love youth. I love mental health. So that's an example for me, like, okay, this is why I want to be involved in this organization. How can I lend my time, right? How can I lend my expertise? How can I lend my funds, or, whatever it is that we have to give, right? So let me know, yep, in the comments here for you though. What is it for you that you're like, you know what, this is something I'm passionate about? Like, who do you want to help? And actually, I know we're not talking about the kids today. It's the first Tuesday of every month we talk about kids' mental health, but actually, this is a good conversation that you should have with the youth in your life as well. Because I have this conversation often with my 10-year-old son. I'm always asking him, just getting the ball rolling. Some of them are like, I don't know, they're 7 years old, but some of them do. Like, who do you want to help? Right? There's a lot of people that need help, but what are you passionate about? Do you want to help the environment? Do you want to help people that don't have houses? Do you want to help kids? Do you want to help mental health? Do you want to help victims of domestic violence? I mean, the list goes on and on. There's a lot of help that we need in the world, right? But how can we, as a community, because I promise you all, this is what it takes. How can we as a community help one another? And fun fact, as a bonus, when you help other people, you actually help yourself too, because I already told you all of the benefits, physical benefits. They even had a study that I saw, which I was like, oh, that's kind of cool, where people that give more live longer. Like, I'm like, who doesn't, right? Who doesn't want to live longer? Like, you live longer. A lot of people experience some deep happiness, right? Because we're always looking, how can I be happy? How can I have more joy? Which is great. You should, but that's one of the ways, by giving back and helping someone. And again, we always think of these huge grand gestures when it comes to giving back. If you could do a huge grand gesture, please do it. But if not, you don't have to. Like, every single thing counts. I don't care if you think for you this is something small, I promise you, to the next person, it could change their life. It's a really big thing sometimes. The smallest things sometimes they go really far, right? So everything counts. Everything's important. Someone said, I'm a retired 911 dispatcher. I've lived compassion, feed the poor, brought the homeless to my home. Hashtag, I'm putting a hashtag on, love one another. I love that. And thank you for what you've done. That's beautiful. Please be compassionate, right? Because again, you're helping your mental health and you're also helping those around you. Like, it's a bonus. It's a double bonus, right? Someone said, I just gave several bags of clothes away, some to shelters, some to women entering the workforce, and some to homeless camps. Beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. And which reminds me, yes, I need to, I have, excuse me, 2 bags of clothes sitting at home that I also need to donate. We have it's called Dress for Success. It's like a local, I think it's only local, organization that you can donate like dresses to and things like that. Work clothes for people that are maybe looking for jobs, or they're already on the job and they just need some assistance with clothing, right? So that is sitting at my house, and I need to go into that when I get home. So thanks for the reminder on that, right? But yeah, it's, well, sometimes it's such an easy thing to do, but again, it's life changing for the other person receiving. If it's clothes, if it's help, if it's food, if it's your time, all those sorts of things, like every single thing counts. So thank you for sharing that. I love that. I like giving back, but I like giving back, but giving a discount on my service. I'm not sure what you mean. I think you mean you do want to give a discount on your service, or you don't. I'm not quite sure. Someone said, find your passion and go with it. Absolutely. So again, I'm not sharing with you today, nor would I ever. Again, I have a lot of conversations with my son about giving often. My little 10-year-old son, God bless him, because I want him to understand early. But I want you to do things. When I say give back, do things that you enjoy, do things that bring you joy, right? Because those are the things that are going to help your mental health. I am not saying, listen, there's plenty of volunteering type of activities that I don't enjoy, right? And I don't want to name it because it's not about that, but I don't have enjoyment of every single thing. So I, though, engage in things that I really enjoy. It gives me great joy to be around youth, to help with mental health, to help the community, to go to events, to feed people that may have food insecurities, like all those sorts of things. Like, those are important, right, to me. So again, what is it for you that you're passionate about and that you care about? And for some of you, giving back is strictly, it's really related to your own experience, which is great. And some of it, it's not. It's fine either way, because I've heard a lot of really cool, amazing stories about people that have just gone through trials and tribulations and those sorts of things, and they give back according to what they've been through, right? So they may have been a victim of domestic violence, and now they're on the other side and they're helping people who've been through that situation. Or I've met people that have been through substance abuse and really struggled with that. And now they're on the other side and they're sober and they're helping people in that space, or people with financial issues. And now they're in a position where now they're helping people to learn financial literacy and to be better, right? So it doesn't really matter where you come from or your situation. We all have something to give, right? Someone said, oh, someone said, this is awesome. Thank you. Someone said, I'm on LinkedIn helping all people. Beautiful, beautiful, all good. Oh, I love that. Someone said, I just helped girls in middle school at a hackathon. You do not need to know how to code. Beautiful. So some of you, it looks like you're going to certain events, right? Your time is so precious. That's something that we can never give back. That's honestly, that's a really beautiful way to show that you care and show that you can give back, and it helps your mental health as well, right? So that's a beautiful thing. So thank you. Someone said, let me see what your other comment said. Pray for mankind, preach the gospel every day. Yes, very, very, very important. Oh, someone said I've used Just for Success before. I love their events. Yes, yes, actually, yeah. So it's amazing. So there's a lot of different organizations. So again, number one, do what you're passionate about, do what you enjoy, but make sure that you're making time. And again, it doesn't have to even be an organization. I hope it is in your local community, but also people around you, right? Your friends, your family members. I promise you, I say this 1,000 times on Mental Health Moment. This is my 1,001 time saying this, that you don't know what is going on behind closed doors just because you're seeing somebody on social media. I promise you that. You don't know what's going on in people's lives. So being kind, showing compassion, doing any small little thing you can do to help someone, to help your neighbor, to help your friend, to help your family member or whomever really goes a long way. Now, well, you always know, are people going to, clap you up and give you hugs and like, you're amazing, thank you for what you're doing? No. Not all the time, right? It doesn't happen that way. You don't know the space that someone's in. So they can be in a really dark time of their life where they can't thank you for what you're doing. So I know it's not a feel good thing to say this, but sometimes we have to do things and it's not going to be thanked by the person receiving it, but that's okay, because just know that you're blessing them, you're helping them. Hopefully one day they're able to pay it forward, but nonetheless you're helping someone with whatever situation they may be dealing with that you might not even be aware of, right? So that's why it's important to help your fellow mankind, if you will. Yes, for sure. But again, so for those of you just joining here, it's Dr. Hammond here with your mental health moment. Today's mental health moment is all about reminding you how important giving back is for your mental health. It helps with blood pressure. It helps with your stress. Some studies say it helps you live longer. Who doesn't want that, right? It helps with the feel-good hormones in your body. It helps you feel like a better human being, right? It helps you feel connected to people. There's so many benefits, and you never know. Again, yes, we're trying to help others, but sometimes when you're helping others, there is moments where you're helping yourself as well, and helping your mental health and feeling better about yourself and feeling better physically. There are benefits to giving back as well, right? Someone said they created an event every year to honor healthcare workers, scholarships, career opportunities, socialization, and fun. This is for all healthcare workers, family, and friends. I enjoy doing my part to give back. Beautiful, beautiful. And thank you for what you do. Someone else said, I do disaster mental health with the Red Cross. They always need help for people that had a crisis and lost everything. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You all, I live in Florida, so it's home of the hurricanes here. So actually, well, Ryan East Foundation, we are headed out this summer to help with Hurricane Ian and some of those relief efforts, because again, of course, being in Florida, there's so much that happens. There's so much hurricane. There's the aftermath, the physical aftermath, just the destruction that happens with the hurricane, the trauma that happens, the loss that happens, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. Maybe with hurricanes, there's a lot of needs. So thank you, for that person that said they work with the Red Cross, and not just in Florida, of course, across the world, right? There's a lot of different natural disasters that happen. So thank you for what you do. And thank you for that other person too, creating events. Some of you all, first of all, thank you for sharing, but some of you all are, I mean, there's so many different things. If you all have a minute to scroll through the comments, some of you are creating things in your community, which is fantastic, right? Some of you may see a need in your community. You're like, man, what can I do? Just start. Like literally just start. Whatever it is you think can be, if it's beneficial and helpful, just start. Right? We don't even have to have all the answers, because one of the things I talked about when I was in Virginia at why am I losing my words today? When I was in Virginia, the Black Child Development Institute, Hampton Roads, when I was at that event, one of the things I talked about was how we as a community need to really think about getting together to benefit each other. We can't be waiting on the next organization or waiting for funding or waiting for the government or all these other things. Like, we as a community, we're very powerful when we get together and help one another, right? So I love what you all are doing when you're talking about creating your own events, when you're talking about helping organizations, when you're talking about helping the person next door, right? There's a lot of different ways to help one another. Good evening from Texas. Welcome. Texas is in the house today. But you all, thank you so much for sharing today. Please remember that. Think about, even if it's just, when it becomes top of mind for you to be like, man, how can I help someone? How can I do a random act of kindness, or whatever it is for you that you need to really think about helping someone else, which again benefits your own mental health. Try to work on keeping that top of mind for your mindset, and you will definitely see a shift in your mental health, right? For the better. Am I saying this cures anything? No. Do not go out there and say Dr. Hammond said that giving back is going to cure your depression, anxiety, or any other mental health conditions. No. Not saying it as a cure, but it's one tool in your toolkit, right? This is what Mental Health Moment is all about, just adding more things to your toolkit. It's one more thing in your toolkit that you can work on, again, to be the best version of who you are, to show up for yourself and to show up for those around you. So if you all need me before next Tuesday, you can always reach out to dr.nekeshiahm.com. You can also follow me on LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. And for those of you just joining, again, May 12th, I will be moderating an amazing, powerful women panel at the Morning Huddle at a beautiful breakfast fundraiser for the Ryan Neese Foundation. If you're in the Tampa Bay area, again, you can register ryanneesfoundation.org. Let me know you're coming, though. Send me a direct message on Instagram or LinkedIn or Facebook, and let me know you'll be there so I can say hello. And have an amazing week, you all. Take care of yourselves. Take care of those around you. And I will see you back here on Black Women Empowered Incorporated Facebook page, YouTube, and LinkedIn Live next Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So have an amazing week, and I'll see you next time. Bye, you all.